If you've been training consistently, but you still feel like your arms are not as toned and defined as you would like, you are not alone. Building sculpted, defined arms takes time, consistency, and the right approach. In this video, I'm sharing 10 essential tips every woman should know to build tone, strength, and definition in a way that is effective and sustainable. Let's talk details that actually make a difference. Okay, ladies, let's do this. Ladies, this video is by overwhelming request from many of you who have said, please, what do you do to get your arms so toned? Details, please. I do what I do because I love to share, so I'm happy to oblige. I have a myriad of my actual arm workouts that you can follow along to on this channel. They are all home-based workouts. You can do them from home. I'll put a few of my favorites in description and pinned to comments. Here are 10 things women should know to build tone-defined arms. Number 1, prioritize increasing weight and reps. You want to continuously challenge your muscles by increasing the weight you're using and the number of reps that you do over time. If you can easily get through 12 bicep curls with a pair of 10s, you're not lifting heavy enough. And as a result, your arms aren't going to grow stronger or more defined. I think we've all seen the women in the gym, maybe you're one of them or a friend of yours, who have been, lifting their 5 and 8 pound dumbbells for years and still say, gosh, I can't get my arms toned and defined. That's because she's not using weights that challenge her. Instead, increase your weight to where you are feeling fatigued and challenged around rep 8 and can at least finish rep 12 while maintaining good form. That's important, maintaining good form. Number 2, focus on compound and isolation movements. Compound movements are movements that hit multiple parts of your arm or body at the same time. Think push-ups, pull-ups, bench presses. These activate multiple muscle groups, including your arms. Pair these with isolation movements like biceps or triceps. Isolation movements, just like it sounds, are movements that isolate one particular area of your body, like your bicep or your tricep. Number 3, train your arms at least 3 times a week, potentially 4 if you like, but definitely 3 times a week, not 2. Hitting your arms multiple times a week with proper recovery ensures consistent stimulation without overtraining. You may see others recommending 2 to 3 times a week. I am going to respectfully disagree on that. 2 isn't enough in my opinion. I work my arms 3 times a week, rain or shine, and I use weights that are heavy enough to challenge me. I like to use 12s and 15s, and here's how I do it. I always start with the 15s, and when I start feeling fatigued and challenged and I'm losing my form, I quickly drop the weight, pick up the 12s, and I finish out the rest of the set. I give myself a day in between arm workouts to let them rest and recover, and on those days I do legs and lower body. Number 4, incorporate supersets for volume and burn. Use back-to-back exercises like a set of bicep curls followed quickly by a set of tricep kickbacks. That's called a superset, to boost your training density. This enhances muscle fatigue and accelerates your results. It's also much more efficient because you're squeezing in more exercises in a condensed period of time. Less screwing around, better results. Number 5, target all arm angles. For a sculpted look, you're going to want to hit all the major areas. Biceps, like curls and hammers. Triceps, think dips, overhead, or behind the back extensions. And shoulders, lateral raises, front raises. Number 6, go heavier. Don't be afraid of building too much muscle. Some women fear getting overly bulky, but muscle is what gives arms that sleek, defined look. Also, unless you're on steroids, the vast majority of women are not going to bulk up like a man. I say the vast majority because there are some women, and I will say myself included, that if I lift too heavy, I will get bulky because I develop muscle very easily, but that's a very small category. Years ago, I would go to the gym with my boyfriend at the time and we would lift together. I think we were, I was being competitive with him, and my arms started getting too muscular, too bulky, so I just swapped out the heavy weights that I was using to a lighter weight in order to get the look that I wanted. Now, if you're one of those women that falls into the category of developing muscle very quickly, obviously you can just do the same thing. If you see your arms getting bigger or bulkier than what you like, just back off the weights, that's all. Number 7, lower body fat for visible definition. Okay, so a lot of times when I asked, how do you get your arms like that? It's really twofold. It's everything that I'm telling you today, which is consistency, challenging yourself and making sure that you're either increasing the weight or the number of reps you're doing. And most importantly, it is your diet. Listen, I could have arms like this, but if my diet was sucky, I would have a nice thick layer of fat over my arms and you're not gonna see the muscle definition. I give the analogy, and maybe this isn't a good one, like a snowsuit over a washboard. You might have washboard muscles underneath, but if you just got a big snowsuit over it, all you see is puffiness. You want to combine consistent, challenging strength training with proper nutrition and cardio to reveal all of your hard work. Number 8, fuel with protein for muscle recovery and growth. Aim for about 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight in order to support lean muscle development and arm sculpting. Now, this may vary from person to person. This is just a general guideline. High protein is needed both when building muscle and when losing fat to maintain the muscle you've already built. Once you've reached your goal and you are just looking to maintain what you have, you should be able to eat slightly less protein, around 0.5, 0.6 grams per pound of body weight. That depends on your training intensity. The harder you're training, the more often you're training, the more protein you may need in order to maintain what you have. For me, at the point I'm at, I just want to maintain what I have. I'm not looking to grow or get any bulkier. So at 98 pounds, I eat an average of 58 to 78 grams of protein a day. Since my personal diet is primarily vegan, and I say primarily plant-based vegan because I do eat some seafood and I will eat egg whites, but I don't eat dairy, I don't eat chicken, I don't eat red meat, I don't eat processed foods, I eat very little added sugar. I also love cachava. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's a plant-based protein shake or drink. It's also a meal replacement. It is delicious. I like the chocolate, the vanilla, and the coconut acai. The other flavors are okay. I think I've tried the chai before. They're okay, but nothing to write home about. And since it's expensive, I just kind of stick to what I like. I might have that for a very light dinner or a meal replacement. It's very filling, so it's not like I'm starving myself. Cachava is an awesome, healthy, plant-based protein meal replacement. Number 9, mind-muscle connection is key. Slow down your reps. Focus on feeling the actual contraction in your bicep versus just flying through the reps. I have to take special care to do this because my personality is one where I'm like, get it done, get it done, get it done. So I have to consciously slow my roll. I focus on the muscle I'm working. I envision it growing. I envision it getting sleek and defined and cut as I'm going through my reps. The mind is very powerful. And so I find that really slowing down, focusing slowly on what I'm doing really helps results. Number 10, consistency. This is one of the, if not the most important point of all 10 of these ladies. You have to be consistent. One of the most annoying marketing pitches that just drives me nuts, when you're flipping through the infomercials, is some company trying to sell some workout equipment. And they're like, you don't have to spend hours in the gym to get cut abs and arms. You just need insert product here. Lie, 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 lie. Nothing irks me more than brands that are making false promises, knowing they're not true, just to get us to buy something. Ladies, nothing in life is free. We know that. Real, lasting arm definition, arm tone, or a physique writ large doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen by lifting a few light weights every now and then, and it doesn't happen just by osmosis. It takes commitment, it takes persistence, and it takes an investment of time. You do have to commit, you do have to invest the time, and you do have to keep it up in order to maintain what you build. It's not just one and done. Hard stop. If you're just getting started, first of all, congratulations, you're on the right path. And you may be asking, okay, well, how long is it going to take me to see visible results? I'm going to tell you, as a general rule, for visible results, stick with a targeted arm program for at least 8 to 12 weeks. At that time, you should start to see visible results in your arms. Work your arms 3 to 4 times a week. You can use any of my arm workouts that you love or anybody else in the YouTube community, of course. And to get you started, here are one of my favorite arm workouts. All of my videos are home workouts, so get yourself a pair of light, medium, and heavy weights and let's work out together. Okay, ladies, I hope that was helpful and I will see you in a couple days. Take care.